India and the United States held third 2+2 dialogue in New Delhi, where both sides reiterated their commitment to bolster cooperation at multiple levels. The two sides have not only been pushing for a stronger relationship between them, but seek a safe Indo-Pacific, a region that has increasingly been bullied by Communist Party-led China. While US condemned China's transgression at India's Ladakh and other borders, it also signed pact allowing New Delhi to use its technology in enhancing its surveillance and battle capabilities.
The visit of U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and Defense Secretary Mark Esper for third 2+2 dialogue between India and the U.S. was not just to discuss trade and defense this time. But it was principally focused at committing to launch an integrated campaign against Chinese bullying and transgression in the region. The United States, which has condemned Beijing for its alleged complicity in the spread of coronavirus across the world, took on its ruling party CCP's expansionist agenda. Pompeo called out China's blatant disregard for the laws and its stepped-up efforts at challenging other sovereignty.
Our leaders and our citizens see with increasing clarity that the CCP is no friend to democracy, the rule of law, transparency, nor to freedom of navigation, the foundation of a free and open and prosperous Indo-Pacific. I'm glad to say that the United States and India are taking steps to strengthen our cooperation against all manner of threats, and not just those posed by the Chinese Communist Party.
The two nations also inked 5 pacts, including the Basic Exchange and Cooperation Agreement (BECA) for greater geospatial information sharing between the armed forces of the two countries. This is the third defense pact signed between India and the US in the past 4 years, and it will enable India to use US geospatial intelligence and satellite imagery to improve the accuracy of missiles and drones.
15 years after the conclusion of the first US-India defense framework, the defense ties between our two nations remain a key pillar of our overall bilateral relationship. Based on our shared values and common interests, we stand shoulder to shoulder in support of a free and open Indo-Pacific for all, particularly in light of increasing aggression and destabilizing activities by China.
Indo-US defense has touched remarkable heights in the past few years, with Washington finding a better strategic partner in New Delhi after it was compelled to abandon Pakistan owing to its sustained support to terrorism and growing ties with China. In a span of past 3 years, the US has supported Indian entry to missile technology control regime. Two countries have also signed Communications, Compatibility and Security Agreement (COMCASA), which was in pipeline for 10 years. Industrial Security Agreement (ISA) was signed in the last 2+2 dialogue, which facilitates close technology transfer with the Indian private industry. It won't be an overstatement if the ties between two countries are labeled all-time high.
Signing the BECA today, after signing the LEMOA in 2016 and COMCASA in 2018, is a significant achievement.
Today, the common principle which brings together both the US and India is the democratic values they share with each other. Both have been comfortable dealing with each other owing to the honesty and transparency in their systems. It is these beliefs that have laid the foundation of around $150 billion trade between the two. Defense alone has grown from $200 million to $18 billion in the past 2 decades. The two countries are now looking to comprehensively deepen their ties so that trade reliance on China can be minimized and a rule-based order can be established in the region.